What's up, guys? Leaf Green Goblin here, back at ya. It's been a minute, guys. I just slaved away for like 2 hours trying to fix my setup. Clearly, I'm rusty. Eventually, I think I'm just gonna suck it up and get like a 1020p camera at this point. But anyways, I've still been collecting. I've been thinking about making another like collection update or just artist finder video. And then Son of a Merc, check out his channel, please. Shouts out to him. He shouted me out to make a video kind of on a collection goals slash if you could have no you had no financial barrier, I guess. What would you want most in your collection? So I can just knock those out quickly, or someone. We'll see. We'll see. But for collection goals, the market's been crazy. Obviously, everyone knows that. I've been going crazy on the artist finders. Nishida, Ayakasubi, Shinji Kanda. Uh, who else we got? Akira Agawa. I'm loving his stuff. And then I finally decided to collect Arita just because he's got so much art and I've been loving that. So definitely want to keep hitting that, probably get more of the binders. I wouldn't say that's my goal at the end of this year to finish collecting them. But that's kind of what I've been doing a lot of this year is just going to local card shops and just hitting that bulk and just trying to get as much as I can of these like quarter cards, these 50-cent cards, and slapping them in the binder. Earlier on in the year, I got some bigger hits for sure that I wanted to share with you guys. One of them was Latios. Let's see here, this PSA 10, the reverse hollow. I love this set. I wouldn't say I'm the craziest. I'm a big EX guy if you guys have followed the channel. But I wouldn't say reverse hollows are my favorite per se, but this one, just Latios, is one of my favorite Pokemon. And maybe someone could, I could be wrong here, but I had read about that for this specific set, Delta species, in Japanese, it's called Holland Research Tower. It's the only fictional or only TCG exclusive world or area, meaning like in the video games, there's no, in the manga, there's no Holland Research Tower. And I thought that was so cool. And I hope they bring something back like that again. It just, they had a whole design team just to create this city for this specific set. And if you look at all the other reverse hollows, you'll see just Pokemon. You'll see the Espeon, you'll see the Latias, the Dragonite, the Mewtwo, all just kind of with back. I think one of them has a bridge in the background, has a tower in the background. This one specifically has, I think it's the Latios looking back at the Holland Research Tower. So love that part of the set. Honestly, I love any background with towers. I wouldn't even say I'm crazy about architecture in the day-to-day, but Skyridge, part of the reason why I like it so much is just the towers in the background. I don't even know if this is Skyridge, could be wrong, but the Articuno, that background's sick. I think that there's a Ho-Oh. Some of the common and uncommons I like so much. I'm really blanking on one. Maybe it is the Ditto. There's a Ditto that's it's like there's cave paintings or something. Yeah, those are just, I always find those sick. So that was a big hit, big purchase for me. Another one was this Absol, this lottery. Oh, come on, work with me here, camera. This lottery Absol by Atsuko Nishida. So she had made the art for the movie promo for Destiny Deoxys. So there's these, I'm blanking on the decks. They're called like ADV decks or whatever. And it's mostly non-hollow cards. But yeah, she made a Farina's Absol. And for a promotion or for a gym, something in Japan, some sort of gym series event, she decided to make another art for the same exact card. So same HP, moves, whatever. And they basically just did a lottery. And But whoever basically was, yeah, it was just a promo, like a lottery promo. You pulled it out of a hat and got, I don't know, a raffle, and you won it. And yeah, I love Absol. I love the moon. I think it's like you'd think Absol would have more moon. It just seems like that's its vibe, more moons in its background, and it just doesn't. So yeah, already collecting Sheeta in the binder, having that in a 10 is pretty cool. Pretty low pop. I think it's under 100. So those are my two big slabs this year. Uh, it was kind of funny. I was trying to look through my sales history. I think I bought a gold star, but I just can't remember. I remember I went on my Fanatics, and for some reason, I don't know if like the PDLWCC, um, that when they bought them out, if your data transferred, because I just could not find my bid history and my purchases. So I don't actually know if I bought anything that crazy this year. Um, but my final big purchase this year that I can remember was this Charizard from Fire Red Leaf Green. I think I got it in a Beckett 8.5 and then cracked it for the binder. Simply put, I never thought I'd get this card this soon. Mostly because it's just one of the most expensive cards of the EX series. I'm collecting. It's my number one collection goal, having all the EX hollows, or the EX rares, ultra rares. I don't remember the rarity name back then, but yeah, that's one of the most expensive ones, and it's just not my favorite art. So I was just thought I was gonna keep pushing it back, but it came to a point where I was like, man, Charizard, this is one where if any of these cards are gonna go up, probably the Charizard and the Gengar and the Umbreon are gonna go up the Snorlax. Now I love the Snorlax, so I was chasing that for a while, the Team Rocket Snorlax. So I got that one a little bit earlier. Don't have the Umbreon, don't have the Gengar, but I was happy. I think there was some Beckett controversy. A lot of Beckett slabs were down. Got a great deal on that. And yeah, I'm definitely going to remember. I'm honestly going to remember 2025 probably as the year I got this EX Charizard for my collection. Going back to the Absol, I've not ripped many packs this year. The only ones I think I ripped some French Stellar Crown, and I found in an antique store some Mega Evolution packs for $7. And I think they're going for 10 right now. I don't know, but I thought it was a decent deal. I couldn't believe I thought these might be fake, but I just pulled the trigger, bought a couple, went home, ripped them. Didn't really get much, but the cards were real. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna buy a couple more. Happened to pull my favorite card of the set, my chase, and that was the Mega Absol by Mitsuhiro Arita. And yeah, just a beautiful card. Reminds me of the other Arita card he made, the Noivern alt art in Evolving Skies. Kind of, I always call it the Batman card. But yeah, I was kind of going crazy in the car. I don't have many crazy pulls to my name. A lot of people might not even consider that a crazy pull, but for me, uh, in the last couple of years, I think it's been that card that I pulled. I pulled the Alakazam out of the 151 UPC. I pulled like a Skeledirge. Never pulled I think I pulled the Mewtwo from Crown Zenith, but even then, I don't think those were as hard to pull as the alt arts. And these special illustration rares aren't as hard to pull either. I don't think I never pulled an alt art. So yeah, definitely gonna remember Mega Evolution. I'm done ripping those packs, to say the least. As for if money wasn't an issue and I could get anything into my collection, I'm very thankful to say that, and this kind of helped, the boom, this mega boom kind of put things into perspective for me. How, yeah, I was kind of bummed out that I couldn't buy some, I used to buy the PC ETBs, and I was collecting those. Haven't been able to pick those up. I like buying a booster box here and there. So it sucks that I haven't really been getting those. But overall, I would say I think I'm sitting pretty with my collection, as in maybe not financially, like compared to other people, or like the value of my collection, but just the cards that I want on my wish list for just from even just an art perspective, just the pure art, what cards I've wanted to collect over the years. Been pretty thankful for what I have. So when I look at like the higher end cards, there's not much that's speaking to me. Um, I don't know how the gold stars will go down. If the gold stars keep going up, it's probably just gonna be the gold star Groudon uh, in Japanese. I have the Kyogre, and I just wish I had been looking for a Groudon, and the Groudon auction never came up, and now it's I don't remember the last. I think it almost tripled in price. So that's unfortunate for one of my big goals. Um, the Rayquaza, I can always just get a 6 or 7, like if it really gets to a crazy price. Because yeah, I want the Japanese legendary trio and gold stars, and Japanese gold stars. But um, I think for the end of the year, usually because my birthday is Christmas Eve, I usually like to treat myself and get a big card. But with the way the market is, I know it's been going down recently. I don't know if I'll still splurge and go get something crazy. But I will say this might sound funny to some of you guys, might sound a little like anticlimactic or boring, but I really really like these um, Mega Evolution. I think they're ultra rares, where it's the Mega Evolved Pokemon, and then the final stage version kind of as a silhouette in the background. I love those cards. Those are just, I mean, I've never been a crazy Mega Evolution fan. I think I have like 3 of like the original like XY era ones, but those they seem a lot more tasteful to me. And yeah, when I saw like the Destin Rivals Zoroark Gold one, the Garchomp with the Cynthia in the background, just I love anything with trainers in the back. In Diamond and Pearl, or maybe it was Platinum, maybe it was both. When they had the little trainer in the corner, the old gym series, Gym Hero sets, obviously, um, versus series, just anything where there's something else in the background, pretty much. I mean, maybe it's easy to guess because I was talking about the buildings in the background. But yeah, one of my favorite cards, the Versus series Raikou. It's there's like a silhouette of I think either Giovanni or a Team Rocket member in the back behind him, and it's Rocket's Raikou. Love that card, one of my favorites. Um, so if I can just pick up a couple of those, get like 5 or 6 started. Uh, I'm hoping Mega Evolution and Destiny Rivals will be a little cheaper. The singles, they probably will. It's just I don't want to go right now and like a bunch of them are $10, and like 3 4 months they're each like $4. It's not really worth it. But that right now, I guess, is probably one of my bigger goals for just this year, because we're only what 2 months away for the year to end. Um, But yeah, I guess I didn't really give an answer for the if I had money wasn't an issue. It wouldn't really be sealed. Like I don't really have a Deoxys box, Skyward, but nothing like that. Um, it would probably just be the Japanese Umbreon Gold Star, the play promo. What is it? I don't know. Was it 30,000 points? I think maybe that's the Mew. That's 100,000. It could be. I think it is 30,000 points for the hollow version. The Japanese version is hollow. If you guys didn't know, um, and yeah, I thought I was a big Umbreon fan, and then the Moonbreon happened, and I always thought it was too expensive. Never picked it up. But shiny Umbreon, I'm obsessed. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. So just knowing that I'm never going to be able to get that card. The celebrations one is just and then the non-hollow one um, just doesn't. I don't know. Just doesn't do it for me. If it's good, if any card's gonna be shiny for me, I mean, I have binder collections full of there's non-hollow rares and commons, uncommons. But if anything, a card should be shiny. It should be of a shiny Pokemon. Maybe that's it's a little short-sighted or a little narrow-minded, but yeah, I mean, it's not like I could afford the non-hollow version anyways, right? So yeah, it definitely probably be that one. Uh, Also, the Championship Arena, also the Japanese promo. I think that's also the Japanese promo is hollow, and the English version is not. And it's basically Mew and Celebi battling in an arena. It's a trainer card, I think, or a support trainer card. And on the Jumbotron is also both their faces fighting. I think that's so sick. There's a Diamond and Pro one with a Pelican and Dialga. Not as cool in my opinion. So yeah, those would be my top two cards. Um, Future outlook, I guess, in my collecting and whatnot for videos. Probably gonna make. I got a video coming up talking about some an artist finder update. I kind of want to start doing and bear with me because I might upload it late, but I'm kind of thinking about doing like a set review, just reviewing the art right before the set drops. I thought it was a good idea to start with a set like Phantasmal Flames because it's supposed to be much smaller than a lot of other sets. But yeah, every time a new set comes out, I check the leaks and I start looking through which artists I need to add to my binder. If it's whether Yukomori or I think what was one that was big for me. I think there was a Conda. So, and then just going over some illustration rares, just kind of a basic, like share my screen, go over it. Uh, I think it helped me keep track of which cards I want. Maybe you guys are interested. Somebody stumbles upon it and is like, wow, I didn't really, I always look at like the bottom 10 cards in a set. Speaking of the bottom 10 cards of a set, one thing that was kind of shocking to me is gold cards are a thing now. People are loving gold cards. I wonder if I haven't really checked if that's really bumped up the prices of Sword and Shield gold cards. Because I remember I started a collection, I have like about maybe 6 or 7 of them, just because it's shiny versions on gold. I'm not the biggest fan of the gold backgrounds, but a lot of times it's shiny Pokemon. I'm always down to collect that. So yeah, I saw that the Lucario is going great. That's the main chase. We'll see if the Charizard is going to be the chase of this set, um, or if it's going to be the special illustration rare. Just want to say about that special illustration rare. I gotta say, I'm not usually one. I'm always the one to like push back on recency bias. I think that's the best Charizard in a while for a long time. I can't remember. I almost want to say it's been a decade for a Charizard art to be that good. I wasn't crazy about the 151. I like the Obsidian Flames one, like the crystallized black with the diamond kind of background. I really love that one. But you really can't go wrong having all three of the evolution line. I think that the regular Charizard's on there too, man. I'm blanking. But yeah, great art. I don't really want to start reviewing the Phantasm because I already was really liking some of the cards. The Zacian and the Flygon were giving me like fantasy, like old, like an 80s fantasy uh, animated series type vibe. I'm blanking on the artist. I thought it was the same artist when I first saw them, but yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to this set. Whether I can get it, my hands on it at release day, around release day, probably not. But still loving Pokemon. I'm hitting artist binders. I'm not really getting sick of artist binders. If you guys haven't given that a try, please do. If you ever if you stumble upon this video, I think it's always just something. Whatever you can do to interact with the hobby and find a new wrinkle in it, it's always just a beautiful thing. I how the amount of money I've spent on Pokemon has compared to when I first got back into it or really started collecting seriously in 2021 has multiplied exponentially, and yet I've somehow found love in 10 cents 20-cent cards. And right now, if you ask me like what am I most excited about, it's the artist binders, because you get your slabs and you covet them, and at least for me, when I buy a slab, it's usually like of a top chase card, like a memorable card. There's nostalgia, there's something to it. So I'm looking at them a bunch, looking at them. I know what they are. I know what they look like, you know. But when you open that artist binder, you open it, you know, I guess you know any binder really, but when specifically when you open that artist binder and all the arts are kind of flowing together, you know, because usually sometimes the background of you know one of the negatives I guess I could say of the half arts is sometimes like the red, the yellow, the blue. It's not really a nice collage. It kind of mucks up your binder when you just like look at it from afar. You really have to zoom in on all the art. So I can see, you know, obviously why illustration rares and special illustration rares, alt arts, whatever, have become so popular. But when you have all the arts kind of the same brush strokes or same CAD software, you know, if you like 5 band graphics or whatever, when you just have that and you open up a binder bin, you're like, oops, I forgot I didn't pick those up. You know, I forgot I had, oh no, sorry, I forgot I picked those up. I forgot I had those. You know, that's a pretty cool feeling. And it happens almost every time I open up my binders. Uh, and even, you know, kind of contradict what I just said when all the brush strokes are the same, whatever. What's actually kind of cool about the cards is when you see all the different eras. And I'm not even talking like the thick E series binders compared to like the faint yellow of the heart gold soul silver bind like that yellow lining. I'm talking more of when you have like on my Nishida, I have like a Farina's Flygon Japanese movie promo, and then sitting next to it is um, a black and white Nishida art, and on the outsides they look completely different. But then on the you know the arts are the same or somewhat similar. It's kind of a cool. It, it's a nice chemistry, I would say, that you just can't get in slabs. Even when I see people framing slabs, I think that's pretty cool. But again, it's because you always see it. You always see it, so just a different vibe for me personally. I know I'm getting on a big tangent here, but I don't care because I was kind of trying to. I was going to make a long video, anyways. Just kind of ranting about what I've been up to or thinking about it in Pokemon lately. So there's always that. I think that benefit or difference of binders is you open them up and you sometimes forget what you have. You know, straight up. You know, especially when now you know if you're spending $200-300 on a car, you're not. I mean, for me personally, I'm not forgetting. You know, I know what's in that binder. But if I'm just you know I go to the card shop, I buy like 30 cards, and you know, and I come back and I throw them all in the binder, and I might look at them a little. I come back, I kind of forget about it, and that's kind of nice that you know when you forget about it, it's okay because they're cheap. You know, I've talked against you know going to a card, you know, a card event, card show, whatever, and dropping like a bunch of money on these random. Like it doesn't even have to be slabs; it can be like $50, $80 singles over and over, and then you put in your binder, and you know, and now your binder is loaded up, and you got all these hits. It's kind of weird for you to spend $100 on a you know piece of cardboard and you don't even remember that you have it and it's just kind of sitting there. Probably time to sell that card actually. So yeah, that's my thoughts. My 50th rant on binders. Um, been playing Legends EA recently. Uh, I gotta say it's my first Switch Pokemon game. I'm about to play Legends Arceus after it. A lot of focus on the battling. That's what I heard compared to the catching. I usually when I play Pokemon, honestly, it's just I like playing to have you know just to play with the Pokemon. Battling doesn't mean much to me. Even catching doesn't mean much to me. I've played when I do really love playing Pokemon competitively, like on Pokemon Showdown stuff like that. Uh, but I just wanted to say that for all the negativity that some of this game's gotten for graphics and whatever, and maybe I'll do a review of both the games together. A little different, obviously, you know, because it's not TCG, not really what I usually do on this channel. I just wanted to say that I thought, where in past games I thought it was a negative because I still enjoy grinding from time to time. I think that the fact that it's so easy to over level in this game actually works great when you're trying to use all you know see all the mega evolutions. I love that I've been able to rotate out and be able to use all the new mega evolutions. Um, And even though some of them are available later in the wild zones, you can get some like finding certain Pokemon on rooftops and stuff. Like I was kind of bummed out that the Mega Clefable wouldn't be able to get like the Cleffa or Clefairy until like zone 18, and I think there's only 20 zones. But I found a Clef on a rooftop, and now it's my main dude. I still don't have a stone though for it, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, liking the direction of where that I don't know if I'm liking the direction of where the video games are going, but I just wanted to note that I am enjoying that game a lot, and it's kind of making me more excited for some of these sets. Um, I saw the Japanese. I don't know if this is called Mega Bloom, and part of the why I like these like mega, with the silhouette of the final stage Pokemon in the background. Part of the reason why I liked it was because you didn't have this big Japanese text like the old XY ones. And unfortunately, it seems like those are coming back. I saw it on the Gardevoirs, like Mega Symphonia or like Symphonia. I saw it on the Gengar, I think. Um, and I saw it on another guy, I think Lucario. I'm blanking. But yeah, they're just not my. Hey, if you're a comic book fan, maybe that's your thing. But for me, it's a bit gaudy, and me, I'll take gaudy um if it's like a $3 card and it's 6 out of binder, sure. But I'm not gonna drop however much, 150, 200, or however much those cards may be for the next couple of years, depending where the market's going. I'm not gonna drop that kind of money to throw them in the binder when there's so many other stuff I still want to collect. So yeah, for fear of going on to like 20 different tangents, I think I'm going to end it here because I don't want to spoil some of my other videos coming up. I probably got like 2 or 3 in the next month. We'll say that. I think I definitely want to have a Thanksgiving video, another like I'm thankful video. I want to have maybe share like some of my favorite Pokemon collectibles that I have just in general. Maybe another oh, there's definitely going to be an artist finder reveal, or I guess show and tell. Hope all of you have been well. Thanks for watching. If I guess I gotta shout out 2 people to do this. I'll say Athletes and Antiquities. Please check out his channel. I'll put his channel and Son of a Merc's channel in the description. And man, I don't really talk to many people in the hobby. Hmm. Let's go Fat Belly Gengar. He's a smaller channel, I think. Shouts out to him. Um, maybe he sees us. He's definitely a much bigger channel than mine, I'm pretty sure. But he's a fellow Wisconsinite. So, yeah, take care, everybody. Hopefully, I get a better camera eventually. Peace out.